and the fraction is 1 divided by 2 or 1/2. Let us draw a horizontal line that divides the picture, and now the number of parts has doubled. Fraction is 2 divided by 4. The number of parts has doubled, but the shade area remains the same. The shaded portion represents a half, and it remains the same for both picture. Now, I have drawn another horizontal line. The shaded portion still remains the same, but number of parts has increased. The shaded portion half remains the same, but the number of parts has increased to 6. The fraction is 3 divided by 6. After the two horizontal lines were drawn, the fraction has tripled in the number of parts that it has. Take a look at the fractions. You can see how the fraction 1 divided by 2, or 1/2 has doubled and then has tripled. Now you can see the fraction 1 divided by 3, or 1/3 has doubled to fraction 2 divided by 6, or 2/6, and then tripled to fraction 3 divided by 9. The equivalent fractions of 1 divided by 2 are 2 divided by 4, and 4 divided by 8. The equivalent fractions of 1 divided by 3 are 2 divided by 6, and 3 divided by 9. Do you know the double of the fraction 1 divided by 4? The double of the fraction 1 divided by 4 is 2 divided by 8. What is the equivalent fraction of 1 divided by 5? The equivalent fraction of 1 divided by 5 is 2 divided by 10. 1 divided by 5 is doubled to 2 divided by 10. Do you know to write the whole number 1 as a fraction? The fraction of 1 is 1 divided by 1, because it is not partitioned. The fraction of the whole number 2 is 2 divided by 1. The denominator is 1 because each unit is not partitioned. Now let us add the fractions 4 divided by 3 and 2 divided by 3. The denominators of the fractions are the same number 3, so write the denominator as such, but add only the numerators. When we add fractions 4 divided by 3 and 2 divided by 3, we get the answer 2. I have shown this with the help of a number line. In 3 divided by 3, 3 and 3 are same numbers, and when they divide, we get 1. Then add 1 and 1 to get the answer 2. Is 3 divided by 3 is 1? Yes, 3 divided by 3 is 1. True. False. How many halves and fourths make one whole? 2 halves make 1 whole. 4 fourths make 1 whole. How many halves and fourths make whole number 2? 4 halves make whole number 2. Also 8 fourths make the whole number 2. How many thirds make the whole number 2? 6 thirds make the whole number 2. Do you know 3 divided by 3 makes 1? Yes, 3 divided by 3 makes 1. Draw a number bond using 3 divided by 3. 4 number of 3 divided by 3 makes the whole number 4. Does this drawing shows 3 divided by 3? Yes, it does shows 1 whole, and also 3 divided by 3. True. False. What fraction is this? The fraction is 6 divided by 3. True. False. Adding fractions. How many copies of 1/6 needs to make whole number 2? 12 copies of 1/6 is needed to make the whole number 2. Compare the size of the fractions thirds, sixths and ninths, while the whole remains the same. Compare the fractions thirds and sixths. The thirds are bigger in size than the sixths, and sixths has more equal parts. To double the fraction, multiply the numerator and the denominator by whole number 2. To triple multiply by number 3. Are eighths are smaller than fourths? Yes, eighths are smaller than fourths. True. False. Is the whole number intervals partitioned into fourths? Yes, the whole number intervals are partitioned into fourths. The fractional unit is fourths, so 1 whole can be represented by 4 fourths. The fractional unit is fourths, so 2 wholes can be represented by 8 fourths. The fractional unit is fourths, so 3 wholes can be represented by 12 fourths. When comparing fractions, it is important to draw the wholes in the same size.